Massive outage in Facebook land last Monday, but what does that mean for gamers?
Twitch had a huge data breach, and streamers are making how much? What's up, everybody? We are back with another episode of Gaming News Weekly for today, October 11th, talking about all the big news coming in the video game world. This is episode 2. I'm E-Rock the Red. I'm here with Full Clip, as always, the man, FC. What's going on, man? How are you today?
Welcome back. Doing good, E-Rock. How are you?
Great. I'm great. This is episode 2. The first episode came out, reviewed amazingly. Everybody loved it. They're throwing flowers and money at us. Just saying, make more.
We got that coveted spot, top of the front page on Fruit Lab. What more can we ask for?
Yeah, it was nice. And yeah, so we're making more. We're back. We're doing week 2. And yeah, first of all, let's start things off. I want to know what you've been up to. You've been playing anything? You've been watching anything? Right. Give me. We gotta get into the life of Full Clip.
Oh God. Well, last week we went over the release of New World from Amazon Studios.
Did you get into it?
That looked pretty interesting. Yes. So wow. I got it yesterday. Played it for about 5 hours. I'm loving it so far. I mean, there's more that will hopefully come down in the future. Like, you don't have mounts. You're not able to change your face once you've created it, but I'm sure that's all going to come down the line. Microtransactions or something. We'll see.
What kind of class did you create?
Well, as far as I can tell, you're not really limited by a class. You don't really choose that. You can choose to use any sort of weapon or magic that's available in the world, and what it'll come down to is more like which professions you choose, and you can work on all of them if you choose. But then you do choose an alliance in there somewhere. There's like 3 different guilds around the city. And if you ever played GTA San Andreas, there's like a territory war like there was in that game.
Oh, with real people?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep, you fight for influence across the map.
Oh, nice. Is it difficult? Are you enjoying it?
I am. There were a few rough spots. I was thankfully streaming that first 3 hours or so when I had somebody who was playing alongside, and they were giving me tips the whole way through.
Nice, awesome. Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it. It looks like a lot of fun. I've been watching a lot of clips on like Fruit Lab and shit like that. I'm excited to see when yours come out to the old Fruit Labs.
Yep. So speaking of which, how is E-Rocktober going?
It's going good. I've been pawning off some of the responsibilities to my wife and friends. Oh, yeah. I just posted a video of my wife playing Outlast. Have you ever played Outlast?
No.
Dude, it's the scariest game. I played it last year, and I was like intent on playing through the whole thing. I think I played for maybe an hour, and then I was like, I have to stop. It's just too much, dude. It makes me feel weird inside. But yeah, so that's been good. I've been playing Alien Isolation too. You ever play that one?
No.
So far, like, I think I'm maybe like an hour and a half in, and it's kind of just setting up the story. So not a ton of. I haven't even met an alien yet. So I mean, that's a good thing, I guess. But as far as gameplay goes, I want to see some xenomorphs. But yeah, we'll get there. So
any new scary games you plan on picking up this month, like the Back for More or something it's called?
Yeah,
like
Back for Blood. That comes out in a couple weeks. I'm definitely going to get that one. My friends and I played the beta that came out, and I have a group of 3 other friends, so we're always looking for 4-player games. I mean, I have more friends than that. I'm just saying that play video games. I have a group of 3 friends, so that's it. No, but that play video games, so we're always looking for a 4-player game to play, and that is exactly what we're looking for, something to play on the weekend. So very much looking forward to that. And then I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. There's a ton I'm still playing. I played some Five Nights at Freddy's in VR. That was scary. And yeah, I'm already sick of it. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of horror movies and stuff too. So it's just been like just nonstop that and Ted Lasso to just kind of just reset everything.
Yeah.
But all right, let's get into our new releases from last week. We had some really exciting new releases, some big titles that came out last week. Let's kick things off. Nickelodeon AllStar Brawl. What do you think about this one?
All right. Well, I got to ask you, did you grow up with Nickelodeon?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then this looks kind of amazing. This is a lot like Smash Brothers, but it's coming out for every platform and PC. So I would call it like a Nickelodeon Smash Brothers clone almost. You're playing with a variety of characters from all the decades of Nickelodeon. You got some from like my childhood, even some obscure ones like Powdered Toast Man.
Yeah, dude. When I saw Powdered Toast Man, it was Ren and Stimpy. I was like, dude, I'm in on this. Powdered Toast Man is the shit.
Oh yeah, Nigel Thornberry.
Yeah, and then it gets to the stuff, where like I stopped watching. Like I didn't know like the Loud Family or the Thornberries. Is that the girl with the like the long face or whatever? Is that her? I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, she could talk to animals in that one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a bunch I didn't know, but yeah, I'm excited to check this one out. The reviews are all over the place. Some people are really enjoying this thing. It's like a faithful Smash Brothers clone, but some people are complaining that it's missing a lot of the features that make Smash Brothers great. Like there's no items in the game.
Oh yeah.
Which that's a huge. If you're like a novice at playing Smash Brothers and you're playing against someone who's very familiar with the game, those items they change everything. If you could grab one of those, so that is something. But I mean, the cast of characters, like you said, it's awesome. It's going to get people into the game right away, and hopefully there's like DLC and stuff, more characters down the line.
They're doing this whole very Smash Brothers like who's next sort of thing. I've seen the promotional flyers and stuff for it.
Yeah, and I think there's only like two Ninja Turtles, so you got to bring in the rest of those.
Oh yeah, or Shredder, or well, what's the name of the old rat?
Splinter.
Splinter, yeah.
Yeah, the old rat that works too. But yeah, who's a Nickelodeon character that you would want to see in the game?
Oh gosh, I mean the fact that they have Nigel Thornberry, that's up there. I thought I saw something about Reptar from Rugrats.
Yeah, Reptar's in it. No Rugrats though, so
I've heard Tommy Pickles in the future, but I'm wondering if Spike the dog will be in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, or he could be like Tommy's like little. I don't know if is there like how you could call on other things in Smash Brothers. Can you do that in this game?
I don't know. Somehow Timon and Pumbaa, Ren and Stimpy are in there together, and it looked like they were one character, like sort of a duo. Okay. I don't know how it works though.
Yeah, well, we'll just have to wait and see. If anybody's played this game, shoot us a message. Let us know how it works, and also let us know how it is. The next big game that came out, Far Cry 6. This came out for PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox XS, PC, Mac, Stadia, everything except Nintendo Switch. This one, again, I'm hearing great things. Right now, it was about a 78 on Metacritic, average between the systems. And they're saying it's like the best Far Cry that's come out. Have you played Far Cry? Any of them?
Far Cry Primal. I dipped my toes into that one, and that was about it. But I could tell that it's a very involved and very intense game that you could really sink a lot of time into.
Yeah, that's especially this one. They're saying it's the biggest it's been, and just like tons of different stuff. You could kind of play it however you want to play it. So that's really cool. And like it's got Giancarlo Esposito in it. Like he's amazing. So like I'm sure he's gonna be a great bad guy. And then another one, Metroid Dread. This one's been on a lot of people's minds since it's been announced. It's for the Nintendo Switch, came out October 8th, and this one has an 88 on Metacritic, which is amazing. Like it's been almost 20 years since the last 2D side-scrolling Metroid Fusion came out. And are you a Metroid guy? Do you play the Metroid?
I played the NES version, I believe, but that's been it. Didn't play the GameCube version very much. So I did read that it was like 19 years. So does that mean there were 3D versions in between?
Yes.
So this is a return to form.
Yep, there was Metroid Prime, which was like the first-person shooter style game.
Yeah.
And then yeah, so this is more of, I mean, more of that Metroid, yeah, like the older games where the Metroidvania first half of that came
Yeah.
from, backtracking and getting items and that sort of shit.
Now that's gonna work great on the Switch.
Oh, absolutely. The game, it looks awesome. The level design is fantastic. Like the gameplay, from what I'm hearing, I haven't played it yet, but is just like really solid. They just nailed it. It's real crisp, clean. And then the boss battles, they're saying, are like the best in any series. So very hyped for that. And you could play that on another thing that just came out, the Nintendo Switch OLED version. This also came out on the same day, on October 8th. This is $349 for the new version, as opposed to the old one for $299. The difference in this one, not much. Slightly bigger screen, slightly better battery life, and a slightly updated look.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you said you have a Switch, right?
Yes.
I don't know who this is for. Like, the people that don't have a Switch, I guess.
I think that'd be probably the best.
Because no one's
Best case
upgrading.
scenario.
Yeah, no one's like being
Yeah.
like, oh, I need the OLED version.
Yeah. Like an OLED screen is really nice, but is it figure out how to sell your old one or pass it down to somebody and go spend $350 nice? I don't know.
Yeah, and an additional $50 for this too on top of that. So, yeah, I don't know who this is for. Everybody wants the Switch Pro, the 4K version,
Oh yeah.
but it doesn't seem like that's going to be coming anytime soon. So, if you don't have a Switch and you want the best there is, pay the $50 and get the new version. Sure, it's gonna look great, but like you said, I don't know. No one's swapping out their old one for the new one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for. There was a ton of new releases, so definitely take a look at the full list of releases. But that's all you need, really. Those 3 games, it's gonna get you through the next month. But unfortunately, there's new stuff coming out every day.
Oh yeah. So many games, so little time.
So many games. All right, let's switch gears and take a look at our news of the week. The biggest news this week, the Twitch data breach. This happened on October 6th. Twitch announced that its data had been breached. They initially didn't comment on the severity of it. So what happened was this showed up, 125 gigabyte torrent showed up on 4chan. And in it had like the entirety of Twitter source code and just a bunch of information, including like creator payouts from 2019, which we'll get to in a second. But as a Twitch user, what were your thoughts on this? Did it freak you out a little bit?
I'll tell you, one of the first big data breaches I remember was with Twitch, and
Really?
I had an account at the time. My password was compromised because of it, and I deleted my original Twitch account because of that. This time it came around, and so far they say that there's no user data to that extent, no passwords leaked, no emails leaked, but we'll have to wait and see, because this was called part 1, I guess. This this torrent file or the post on 4chan or something was part 1. So yeah, we'll see what comes down the pipe and whether we all need to change our passwords and stream keys and things like that.
Yeah, it was very interesting to see. I didn't know that they had a previous huge data breach, but yeah, it was really, really interesting, especially to see the leak of the payout information.
Yeah.
Hang on, I wanted to bring that up. It was these people, the top Twitch earners are making bank. Now I'm not like, I don't go on Twitch that often. I don't watch Twitch, so I'm not familiar with like these names. like some people are. But the number one streamer, at least from, this is from 2019, Critical Role made $9,626,000 just from Twitch in that year, dude. Just from sitting in front of a screen doing whatever. I don't know.
Which is crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy that that's their share of it. So how much did Twitch make?
Right? Yeah, I don't know how this whole thing works.
Yeah.
But it blows my mind the amount of 7-figure numbers that were in this list. I mean, it was a considerable amount of people making over $1 million.
Yeah, which I don't think it was shocking to anybody that the biggest streamers on there were making bank, but some
it
of
was
these
shocking
numbers
to me,
are,
that it was 9 million. Like I knew they were making tons of money. Now this isn't even taking into consideration the merchandise and what people give them. What do they call that when you're like watching and you
like donations?
Donations. Yeah, I couldn't think of the word donations. That's a tough one.
Yeah,
but that's not even taking that into account. Yes,
every other
and then
platform
everything
else
else.
as well.
Yep.
Clips
Crazy,
to YouTube,
dude.
and
we got to get in on this. We got to get in on this action. What are we doing?
I'll tell you one other interesting thing that came out of that leak, because Twitch is owned by Amazon now. Mm-hmm. So it appears that Amazon Game Studios, makers of New World and some other stuff that people said was trash so far, they are trying to position themselves, it seems, to have a Steam competitor. So some sort of publishing platform that they're going to be in control of.
I mean, that would be interesting.
Yeah, that's something I have no doubt we'll be covering in the future when they start to make that more public.
Yeah, that's very interesting. It makes sense. There's so much money out there, and it's just going to a handful of people as far as getting games and stuff like that is concerned. So, yeah, it makes perfect sense. And I look forward to hearing more about that. So, yeah, who knows? And it could just be it could be a failed thing, it could be a rumor, but that would be very, very interesting if we see something about that. What did you say it was called?
I don't believe it had a name yet.
Okay.
It's still kind of early, but there was some sort of code suggesting that exists.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye out for that. Let's see what else. So another big thing that came out of hackers be hacking and coders be messing up. Facebook went down earlier this week. Well, not just Facebook, it was Instagram, WhatsApp, and Facebook Messenger all went down due to a error in a command that was put in during maintenance. That's all it was. Went down for about 5 hours. But yeah, then I guess it kept compounding. And then we were having server issues because of this command thing. And then it was just like a snowball of like issues, like just ruining everything.
Yeah.
And one of the interesting things, now I don't use Facebook or WhatsApp or anything like that. So I do use Instagram, but what I didn't even think of until you mentioned it was that people that use Facebook to sign into their games on their mobile devices or whatever, and people that use the Oculus, which is connected to Facebook, couldn't even do their gaming. Crazy.
Yeah. So I guess if you were on the Oculus, certain versions of the Oculus, as I understand it, if you were signed in, you stayed signed in, you might not have had a problem. But if you were on the Oculus Quest, you have your game library through the Oculus service or store or something like that, and that whole library just vanished while they were offline.
That's crazy. It's crazy how embedded we are in certain things like Facebook. It really did give me pause, like when I heard that, so FIFA Mobile put out a tweet, like kind of just like throwing shade at Facebook, saying like, if you can't get in, it's not our fault. Same thing with like
they fix it, something like that.
Pokemon Go. But yeah, it made me think. I'm like, do I like set? Because I think when I'm given the option, I think I use Google, my Google account to sign into games or things. So I was like, should I stop doing that and just go right in? But I mean, Google is not going anywhere, right, guys?
Well, this has been an age-old debate between gamers of should you buy digital, should you buy only hard copies, and some people are sort of like, when they can buy hard copy, they will. And this has been one of the arguments. Like, you don't necessarily own that. You're just buying a license for it as long as they say that the game is up. And when those servers go down, so does your game.
Yeah, that's a great point. I recently switched from buying discs of games, buying the hard copy, to just streaming. And it was just mostly out of, like, laziness and, like, COVID, like, just not leaving the house or not wanting to wait for Amazon shipments. So, yeah, it's it does make you think.
Yeah. I'm sort of in the same boat. I've been doing it for a while, but I'm a cheap ass, and you get all the good deals on digital versions usually.
Mm-hmm. Plus, especially if you wait a week.
Yeah. Or if you want to buy something through Pips, like I did New World, then it's a really good opportunity.
That's great, dude. Yeah. All right. Next up, let's talk about console shortages. The thing that everybody hates hearing those two words together.
Except for the scalpers.
Except for the scalpers, those dirty sons of beasts. In a recent interview, Xbox Vice President Phil Spencer said that the chip shortages that are causing these console shortages will continue into most likely 2022. He was saying, months, could be many months that, it'd take us into next year. But he also said that they're only partly to blame, with other issues stemming from COVID-19, and then on top of that, the high demand coupled with these asshole scalpers that are just, causing a lot of issues for people that are looking for these systems. No one wants to pay $1,000 to get one of these. They're not worth it. Quite honestly, it's awesome to have one. I have one. Do you have a next gen console?
I don't. I don't think I'd be able to find one if I wanted one. I had to go out of my way to find the Switch during the pandemic.
Yeah. What would you get? Would you get you're an Xbox guy, right? That's what.
I was a PS4 guy.
You were,
so I'd probably move forward to a PS5.
Nice. Yeah, that's what I have, and I love it. Like, it's awesome. But yeah, I'm not paying scalpers. I lucked out and I got it day one.
Nice.
And yeah, it was. I got it direct from Sony. Like, it was the easiest thing I've ever done. I did a pre-order, and then, like, it shipped to me like the day it came out. It was like it couldn't have been easier for then, like, to see, like, my friends having such a hard time where they're, like, on Twitter, like, all hours of the day trying to find when the restocks are happening, and then they get the restocks and they're on, like, Walmart's website with, like, 6 computers going at once trying to, like, get one. It's shitty.
Yeah, that reminds me of one of the things I read about this. We're actually, about a year into this generation, and these problems never stopped. And it's not just Xbox. This news came from the big cheese at Xbox, but this is pretty much just as true for the PS5, and if you're a PC gamer, finding a GPU.
Yeah, and it's just like, I would say, like Bitcoin and, like, mining, like crypto mining is, like, a huge issue with this. Like, so I don't know what the answer is, I guess, to get these chips back. But everything uses them. Literally, like, everything that requires, like, a computer processor, like car. That's why there's, like, no car. You can't. The cars are an issue to get. Even too.
They're stacking up trucks at a airport or something like that. I saw, because they don't have the computers to put into the trucks.
That's crazy. That's crazy. We need to start just inventing microchips now too. We'll make a list, dude. Write this down. Be awesome on Twitch. Invent new microchip.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't see you type.
Do that. Will all be good.
But let's see. There we go. That's better. Our last bit of news this week, we got a new game announcement. I don't know how you feel about this one. Ghost Recon Frontline was announced. It's a battle royale. Battle Royale. What's the word? Battle Royale? Royale with
Royale
cheese?
with an E at the end.
Yeah.
Like the what's that from Pulp Fiction?
Royale with cheese.
Royale with cheese.
Exactly. I never know what it is. It used to be Battle Royal as far as, like, wrestling terms go. And then it just switched up, Battle Royale. I think that was like I don't know where that came from. What's it? How come I can't think of the game where you have to build stuff and there's a bus?
Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's been a long day. Fortnite. I think they were like started the Royale thing. I feel like I could be totally wrong.
PUBG?
They were, but did they call it Royale too? I think
that was the style of game. Yeah. But people say that it's all based off of like a Japanese movie of the same name.
Which is, is that Battle Royale? That is. Yep, it all dates back to that, which is a great movie, by the way.
I've not seen it.
Yeah, it's very violent.
But it spawned a generation of gaming that doesn't seem to be going anywhere.
And awesome Fortnite dances.
Yes.
But this is it's a 102 player battle royale, teams of 3, and it says it has advanced class systems and a large set of tactical support tools to make every character feel different and all your gameplay different depending on how your team wants to play it. So now, what's your take on this? Did you watch the trailer?
Yeah, I watched the trailer. I'm not too familiar with Ghost Recon, but I can't wait to take my undead mage into the battle.
Perfect. Yeah, so this one, it got very negative feedback. So I was looking recently, right before we started recording this, and it was at the YouTube, the release announcement trailer was 3.6 thousand thumbs up and then 12,000 dislikes. It was very, the ratio was rough. But people were saying that these are all like Tom Clancy game fans. They don't like where the direction with the name is headed, and then also part of them just want Splinter Cell. They want a Splinter Cell new game. And they don't want any of this battle royale free to play stuff.
They want their main release.
Exactly.
Where this is more like a side project, I'm guessing. Well,
yeah, and maybe not in Ubisoft's eyes, because we know how much money these free to play battle royales make, and that's why everybody's making them. Like, they just made one recently. They had that Hyperscape they came out with, which I believe was a flop. I tried it once and it was very confusing.
Oh yeah. Well, there are a lot, and that's sort of the bigger question beyond the fanboys. Is Battle Royale as a genre dying, and is it too saturated, perhaps, because there are 50 titles out there now?
Yeah, absolutely. And there's only a handful of them that really do it right. I think, like, Apex, that plays, I haven't played it in quite a while now, so I always hear about updates and how the game's broken and stuff like that. But, to me, that was, the smoothest, most, just, the gameplay in that was, awesome. For a free-to-play. That was, the first free-to-play game there. It was just, it really, clicked. Now, granted, I didn't play Fortnite, so I'm not entirely certain. I played PUBG a little bit, and even that was clunky. That game was not a great game. The idea of it was, like you said, was awesome, but the game was kind of,
They were sort of it was an indie developer sort of deal at the beginning, I believe. So where they were beginning to walk with this, Fortnite, which was a completely different game in the beginning, they just kind of added this mode with their fully finished game.
I remember that when people were skeptical about making this move. They had a game that was $20-$30 to play this game, and they're like,
supposed to be free to play from the beginning there.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, but you had to pay $30 to get in with the Founders Pack or something.
Yeah. So it was very interesting to see now, like you said, where every week there's a new one coming out, both to console, PC, and mobile. But they're making just millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah.
I wish I had the number. I saw recently what who was it? It might have just been Call of Duty Mobile brought in, and it was shocking the amount of money that mobile game brought in.
Yeah.
But so we'll see. Only time will tell with this Ghost Recon. It looked fun, the gameplay, the trailer. It looked good. It looked but I've never played any of these Tom Clancy games, so they're a lot more involved than your regular like run and gun, like, you know, Warzone or Apex, like where this one you gotta like, you know, it's more tactical, all these games.
Oh, yeah.
So it's
Check
less
your windage.
yeah, less my type of thing. I like to just run out, grenades, throwing bazookas, shooting everywhere. All my friends that I play with hate me because of that. So, you know, I'm always looking for new people that want a wild card on their team. If you're looking for a wild card on your team, you rock the Reds where it's at, baby.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for our news of the week. Do you got anything to add?
I think we just about covered it.
All right, we've covered it. Let's switch things up. Let's talk about a new feature for the show. Something that, you know, we want to recognize some people that are doing it well. And let's talk about our content creator of the week. This week, let's talk about Declan OMD. Now I'm gonna defer to you on this one. He is a he's a Minecraft player.
Yeah.
He's been on Fruit Lab for a little over a month, and you know, he's a member of Cryptic Gaming.
Yes.
Big new gaming group coming up, but he's got this great Minecraft series. I want you to tell me about it.
Yep. So Declan seems to have some friends in high places with JPlay and Tubbs, who are also part of Cryptic Gaming. So I think you might be able to catch them in some of the same videos there. But Beakoland is, I'd never heard of this. This is the server that he actually plays on. So he's been doing this series playing on that server. He's on Season 2. That's what's being uploaded to Fruit Lab right now. But he's also on Twitch, YouTube, look like all the major social media platforms. So I checked out quite a bit of his content, and it's pretty fun. If you're into the Minecraft series where you just kind of watch somebody episode by episode and watch them build something grand out of nothing there. It's kind of fun to follow around. He's got something crazy going on in the sky right now. Looked like he was going to try to do something Fallout Shelter-esque underground. And one of the videos that I saw on his channel, probably my favorite one, was a slice called Famous Last Words. So he's playing Minecraft hardcore mode, which means you have one life and then you're dead. And if everybody playing with you dies, the world's gone. Time to start over.
Shit. That's awesome.
He's currently talking in this clip about we're not going to die. We're not going to die. We're not going to die. You know, you want to reassure yourself when you've got one life to live. And immediately mines the block in front of him, falls into lava, tries to make it out, scrambling, didn't make it.
That's amazing. Yeah, that sounds great. I watched some of it, dude, and I like not having ever played Minecraft or not even knowing like what's happening. I was actually engrossed. Like it was like you said, just watching somebody create something out of nothing. Like it was really enjoyable, and you know he does the commentary the whole time, and it's he's funny. It's really well done. I'm glad to feature him on our inaugural Content Creator of the Week segment here. So yeah, keep doing it, man. Keep doing it. Go check him out. Give him a follow on all the socials, Fruit Lab, YouTube, Twitch. Hit him up on all those things. So yeah.
We're gonna link him in the description.
Absolutely. Take a look in the information for more about him. So yeah, that's it. If you want to be featured on Content Creator of the Week, shoot us a message. I mean, you can hit us up on either of our channels, E-Rock the Red or Full Clip or Gaming News Weekly, and and we'll feature you here as long as you're good. If you're reaching out, you better be good, or else. All right, so that is it for our show this week. Please do follow us at E-Rock the Red and Full Clip on Fruit Lab, as well as hit up FC on Twitch, Full Clip _ FL, and I'm on YouTube, Pop Culture Playground, as well as Pop Culture Playground on Instagram, Twitter. That's where you'll find more about this show. And also, if you are not into watching two handsome men talking about video games and you just want to listen to two handsome men talking about video games, you can find us on anywhere podcasts are, Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Podcrunch, Land. That's got to be one.
We'll make it if not.
Yeah, put it on the list. Podcrunch Land. This is our third big feature of the day. But yeah, that's all I've got to add. Thank you so much for checking out this week's episode of Gaming News Weekly. And we will see you right back here next week for more sweet news.
Hell yeah. Thanks so much. Bye.
Bye.